Welcome back to DIY Makes Sense. My name is Regina, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my top 5 decorating tips. Now, no matter what your design style is, I promise you'll be able to incorporate one, if not all of these tips in your home. If you're ready, let's get started. So let me start here. You know what? Look into the camera. I'm no expert on design styles. I'm not. I want my space to feel warm, cozy, and inviting. So I feel like I can grab from any design style out there. But if I had to put a label on it, I veer more towards mid-century modern and contemporary. That's where I live. Now let's start with number 5, working our way down to my number 1 decorating tip. Number 5 is... Okay, so my number 5 are mirrors. I love mirrors. Of course, they make the room feel bigger, feel brighter. It allows the light to bounce around. It enhances a room. I love incorporating mirrors in my space. So this one, I'm sorry, I'm looking down at my laptop, so excuse me for not looking at y'all in the camera. But this giant mirror I have in my entryway, these other 3 smaller mirrors, they may look familiar to some of y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all how I DIY'd these mirrors, okay? These other square mirrors, I actually got these off the Facebook Marketplace years ago. They were, I wanna say they were red at first, and over time I have since just kept spray painting them. So to achieve this look, I'll show you a little bit of the process. I'll also show you the spray paint that I use. I'm not gonna show you now, I'll show you later on in the video. Trust me, you'll see it again. Take a look at how this spray paint transformed my white mirrors to a metallic gold. The finish is just so beautiful. And at this moment, this was my first time using this spray paint. At this very moment, that's when I realized, okay, this is my favorite spray paint right here. This is my favorite spray paint. And I've been using this gold ever since. Not only did I use it on these square mirrors, but I use it on the smaller ones as well. No, I got these from Dollar Tree, okay? And I'll show you a little bit of video, you know, kind of where they are. They're in the arts and crafts section of the store. And this was the before, the one down at the bottom, of course. And then the one up at the top is the after. Beautiful. Oh, they don't even look like they Dollar Tree. Don't sleep on Dollar Tree. Don't do that. And as you can see, Dollar Tree has a variety of different designs and styles. There's just so many different ones to choose from. So my number 4 tip is scaling your artwork to your specific wall. There's nothing like having a giant wall and maybe 3 or 4 tiny little pictures or little pieces of art on the wall. They're just not to scale. They just don't look quite cohesive. So here's some examples of my wall. I had this really awkward space above my sofa. There's like a little peekaboo window, and there's just this giant space off to the side. So I found this big, beautiful piece of art that I just popped right in the middle. Thank God the stud was in the right place, and I was able to anchor it right in the middle of the space, so it looks really good. I love the way it turned out. Now here's another wall I have where I've got 2 giant pictures stacked on top of each other. The pictures are not exactly the same, but they do have colors within them that kind of tie them together. Now the wall decor in my home, I've changed around a couple of times. If I don't like the feel, if the fit isn't quite right, I will change around in a heartbeat. But the way that I have these 2 walls designed right now, I really like it. I have other spaces in my home where I'm just like, I need to add something else. I need to add something else. And honestly, that's, you know, with us being on quarantine and kind of in the house, those little things kind of jump out at me even more. But I'm trying to just let things be. It's really not that bad, but there's definitely a scale, a proportion that I like to maintain. So it may take some time for you to get the scale and proportion right in your homes, and that's okay. That is okay. A lot of my artwork I found at thrift stores, at salvage places. Some items are just really unconventional to be placed on a wall, but I just keep an open mind. The designs you can come up with are limitless. Number 3 is anchoring your rugs under your furniture. And I only do that under the first 2 legs of the furniture. Number 1 is going to prevent the rug from moving around, shifting around, but it also helps define the space. Of course, it warms the space up. It makes your space feel cozier, and I am all about that. Also, make sure that your rug complements the size of your room. Now, I will include the dimensions of my room and the dimensions of the rug here on the screen somewhere, just so you guys can get an idea of the proportion. But that's my 3rd decorating tip. Editing these videos ain't no joke. I hope y'all liking my list so far. If you are, let me know. On to the top 2. All right, now my number 2 decorating tip is gold accents. Now y'all should have saw this coming. Now you can definitely overdo a gold accent in your room. You don't want to put gold accents everywhere, but just a pop here and there. Oh yeah, that's gonna add a little bit of bling to your space. It's gonna add a little bit of glamour. But I do DIYs on a budget. You know, I gotta fake it till I make it. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I turned this glass dish into this beautiful gold accent piece. Watch this. So I'm gonna show you guys how I spray paint this glass dish that I bought. It is so pretty. I love the details in it. That's the main reason that I got it. But first I wanna clean it, and I clean it with some alcohol. So I'm gonna do that first. Try to get in all these like little nooks and crannies, because I'm gonna paint the back, not the inside, the back, right? Y'all probably like, what is she doing? But you'll see that you can indeed spray paint glass. Now that I got that all done, I'm gonna give it a little bit of time to dry. I'll be right back. I'm about to use my favorite gold spray paint. Krylon metallic gold leaf. It got the nerve to say DIY right on it. Okay. I hope that ain't too loud. All right, so let's get the painting. It's all dry, right? We're gonna do nice even sprays. Right, just one side. Look, I mean, look at it already. Lord help, it's already looking good. Right. I'm probably all over the place with this camera. Y'all be patient now. Be patient with me now. And I'm gonna hit the top real quick. All right, so that's the first coat. I'm probably gonna come back and hit it again, but that's how it's looking right now. That thing is already pretty. It is so pretty right now. My God. Okay, so I'll let the first coat dry. The gold is on the outside, of course, and the inside is still like shiny, of course, because it's glass. So I just love the way that that looks. I have to give it another coat, but here we go. Isn't that so pretty? It's glass, and as you can see, that spray paint is not gonna come off, right? You would think because it's so smooth that it'll just come right off, but it's not. So this is possible. Y'all find y'all a nice little bowl or vase or something like that, give it a spray paint. Look at, come on, get into it. Now my number one design tip are these floor to ceiling drapes. When I'm installing the curtain rod, I push that mug as far up to the ceiling as it'll go, because there's a whole lot of real estate above this window that I want to take advantage of. It's going to draw your eye up. It's going to make your room feel taller. It's going to make your space feel bigger. It's actually going to make your window appear bigger as well, because you don't quite know where it ends and where it begins. Now, I love these room darkening curtains, because of course they add privacy to your space, but they also add a touch of luxury as well. Now, if I had this curtain rod just above the window, right, I feel like it would just cut my space, not in half, but it wouldn't allow my eye to go all the way up. And I don't want to do that. I want to celebrate all of the wall. So I have got to anchor my rod all the way up at the top. If you're interested in what kind of drapes that these are, I will leave that information down in the description below. But this is my #1 design tip, these floor-to-ceiling drapes. And there we have it. Those are my top 5 decorating tips. Those are my go-tos no matter what space I'm working in. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. But before you go, leave down below some of your favorite decorating tips. I would love to hear what you guys are doing in your homes. Thank you again so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.